Small talk isn't something you're bad at. Your brain just sees a layer most people never notice. If you freeze up even after a 30-second exchange, that isn't incompetence. Because most people aren't having a conversation. They're running a test. And your system doesn't answer the test. It analyzes the test itself. Most people hear words. You hear patterns, performance, hidden agendas. Today, we're going into the 5 mechanisms behind that. Not social anxiety, not shyness, a different architecture. Pattern number 1, the energy drain. This happens because your brain allocates processing power differently during social interaction. While most people's prefrontal cortex activity decreases after 15 minutes of casual conversation, entering autopilot mode, yours stays active. Scanning, analyzing, running diagnostics. Picture this: Tuesday afternoon, 2:47 p.m., office break room, fluorescent lights humming, coffee machine gurgling in the corner. A coworker walks in. "Hey, how was your weekend?" Standard greeting. Their tone says they don't actually want details. You know this, but your brain doesn't disengage. It's cataloging, vocal pitch, eye contact duration, body angle, exit trajectory. They're not asking about your weekend. They're running a tribal check-in protocol. Are you safe? Are you normal? Are you one of us? You give the compressed answer. Good, relaxing. Yours? They smile, nod, turn to pour coffee, leave. Interaction duration, 38 seconds. Your brain's processing time, 4 minutes after they're gone. Still analyzing tone, still replaying body language, still mapping the interaction for threats. This isn't social anxiety. This is high bandwidth processing in a low bandwidth environment. Most people run surface scans. You're running deep diagnostics. That costs energy, but it also means you see what's actually happening beneath the script. Pattern number 2, the script detection. Your anterior cingulate cortex, the brain's error detection system, activates during scripted social exchanges. According to research from UC Berkeley, some brains flag ritualized communication as anomalous data requiring analysis. Most people execute the script without reading it. You audit first. Picture this: Monday morning, 9:12 a.m., elevator, 3 people already inside. You step in. Someone says, "Morning." You know the protocol. Say morning back, face forward, watch the numbers climb. But your brain catches something. Their morning had a downward inflection. Stress marker. Then you notice, no one made eye contact. All 3 are performing the same avoidance pattern. Eyes on phones, eyes on floor numbers, synchronized tribal behavior. You're supposed to join the performance. Instead, you're reverse engineering it. Why does everyone avoid eye contact in elevators? What threat does proximity trigger? The elevator reaches your floor. Ding. Doors open. You exit. You didn't say morning back. They think you're rude. You know you were just watching a script run in real time. This isn't overthinking. This is pattern recognition in a system designed to hide its patterns. While others execute unconsciously, you see the code. That's not damage. That's a different processor architecture. But that's just the surface level. The real cost isn't during the conversation. It's what happens after you leave the room. Pattern number 3, the analysis loop. This happens because your hippocampus, the brain's memory consolidation center, doesn't file social interactions as resolved. Neuroscience reveals that high-processing brains replay conversations up to 15 times after the event, scanning for threats, errors, or missed signals. Most people forget small talk in minutes. You're still analyzing it 3 days later. Picture this: Friday night, 11:43 p.m. You're in bed, trying to sleep. Then your brain serves up a conversation from Wednesday, 2 p.m., conference room. Someone said, "Nice presentation." You said, "Thanks." Standard exchange. But now, 68 hours later, your brain is replaying the moment frame by frame. Their vocal tone, 7% higher than baseline. Smile duration, 0.8 seconds, 20% shorter than genuine. Eye contact, broken left, not right. Genuine breaks right. Your brain flags this. Possible sarcasm. Social threat detected. Now you're running simulations. Should you have said something different? Did they actually think the presentation was bad? What does this mean for your standing in the group? Do they respect you? Are you safe here? It's midnight. The conversation happened 2 days ago. You're still debugging. This isn't rumination. This is your nervous system refusing to close files until threat assessment is complete. Most people's brains mark conversations as safe by default. Yours requires proof. That's not anxiety. That's threat modeling in a system that hides its aggression behind politeness.
Pattern number 4, the performance exhaustion.
Your insula, the brain region that processes self-awareness, activates before you even speak. Psychology calls this pre-interaction cognitive load. While most people improvise naturally, your brain pre-calculates acceptable topics, facial expression timing, voice modulation, exit strategies. You're exhausted before the conversation begins. Picture this. Saturday, 6:15 p.m. You're walking to a dinner party. Still 2 blocks away. Your brain is already working, running projections. There will be 8 to 12 people. Probably questions. What do you do? How do you know the host? Any plans for the holidays? Standard scripts. You're preloading responses, calibrating enthusiasm levels. Not too flat. They'll think you're depressed. Not too energetic. They'll think you're manic. Your face is already tense, jaw tight, shoulders raised. You haven't walked through the door yet. Your heart rate is 91 beats per minute. Resting rate, 68. The performance hasn't started, but your body thinks you're already on stage, already being watched, already being judged. This isn't preparation. This is preloading a social mask, because your brain knows the real you doesn't match the required protocol. Most people just show up. You arrive already running 3 background processes. That's not weakness. That's running complex code that most people's systems don't even have installed. Pay attention to this next pattern. It's the one most people never notice about themselves. Pattern number 5, the information hierarchy. This happens because your brain's reward system, the ventral striatum, doesn't activate for surface-level information. According to research from Stanford, some neural architectures require high-signal data to trigger engagement. Small talk offers low-signal noise. Your brain literally doesn't register it as valuable input. Picture this. Thursday, 12:30 p.m., lunch break, cafeteria. You're sitting with 3 co-workers. They're discussing a TV show, episode plot points, character drama. Who said what to whom? They're animated, laughing, gesturing. You're present, physically, but your brain has disengaged. Not because you're judging them, because the information density is too low. It's like trying to run complex code on dial-up bandwidth. Your brain is waiting for substance, depth, meaning, something to process, but the conversation stays surface. One coworker turns to you. You're so quiet. What do you think? You don't think anything. There's no data to process, just social noise, just performance. You smile, say something neutral. Sounds interesting? They go back to talking. They think you're disinterested, aloof. You're not disinterested. You're just operating on a different frequency. They're exchanging social currency. You're waiting for actual information, different priorities, different architecture. This isn't snobbery. This is a processor refusing to engage with insufficient data. Most people bond through noise. You require signal. That's not broken. That's high-resolution filtering in a low-resolution world. Pattern number 6, the freeze response. Your dorsal vagal nerve, the ancient survival circuit, activates during forced social performance. Neuroscience calls this shutdown mode. When your nervous system detects a threat, it can't fight or flee, it freezes. For you, small talk isn't neutral. It's a performance your system reads as danger. Picture this. Wednesday, 4:20 p.m., networking event. Someone approaches, extends their hand, big smile. Hi, I'm Mark. What do you do? Standard opening. Your brain should respond. It doesn't. There's a gap. 1.2 seconds. Feels like 10. Your hand moves automatically, shakes theirs, firm grip. But your voice is delayed. Your throat is tight. Words are there somewhere, but the pathway is jammed. You finally speak. I'm in marketing. Flat tone, no inflection, no warmth. Mark's smile tightens, becomes forced. He's already scanning for his exit. You see it happen in real time. The micro-rejection, the subtle shift. And your nervous system reads this. Failure confirmed. Threat validated. Your body goes quieter, stiller. You're not choosing silence. You're experiencing neurological shutdown. Most people think you're shy, awkward. You're not shy. You're in freeze. This isn't social anxiety. This is your nervous system prioritizing survival over performance. When the system detects inescapable social threat, and small talk is exactly that, inescapable scripted performance, it shuts down non-essential functions, including speech. That's not weakness. That's an ancient defense protocol most people never trigger. Here's what connects all 6 patterns. You're not running the standard social software. While most people process small talk as bonding, your brain processes it as a test. And instead of taking the test, you're analyzing it. Threat modeling, error checking, reverse engineering the script. That's not a disorder. That's a different protocol trying to run in a system designed for another one. None of these patterns exist in isolation. The energy drain, the script detection, the analysis loop, the performance cost, the information hierarchy, the freeze response. They're all outputs of one mechanism. Your brain allocates processing power to layers most people don't even see. While others execute social scripts unconsciously, you see the script, the performance, the hidden test beneath it. That costs energy. That creates friction. But it also gives you something most people don't have. You see what's actually happening, not the mask, the mechanism underneath. That's not social anxiety. That's high-resolution awareness in a world optimized for efficiency over accuracy. If small talk exhausts you, you're not broken. You're running different code. Code that sees the tribal test most people take unconsciously. Code that refuses to perform without understanding why. The world will tell you to adapt, to mask, to just relax. But relaxing means going blind. You see the operating system. Most people just see the interface. That's not a weakness. That's an edge. Drop a brain emoji if pattern 3 explained your entire life. Which pattern hit closest? The freeze, the analysis loop, or the energy drain?